you very much. Good afternoon again. It is a pleasure to meet you all. I'm so glad to be here in the second stage of Queen Hedvig Scholarship. My name is Franciszek Stębelski. I'm almost 18 years old, and I attend to the third class of ŻAGLE High School in Warsaw. Like almost every teenager, I have some hobbies. I love to play basketball, football, or tennis. Also, I can't imagine living without music. I listen to music basically every time when I can. For me, every music genre is good. I'm also passionate in cooking. I can prepare my own meals for my family and friends. My favorite is Italian food and a bit American. I can describe myself also as very sociable and funny. Apart from that, my real strength is being responsible, creative, and open-minded. Now I would like to turn into my education. At this level, I choose extensions in Polish, social studies, and 2 foreign languages, English and German. By pursuing these subjects more extensively, I intend to develop my competences and, as a result, prepare myself well for higher education. In particular, I want to develop my language skills. To date, I have achieved very good grades in German, and my immediate goal is to obtain a B1 level certificate. For me, the main foreign language I have been learning for many years is English. I already boast the ability to communicate fluently in this language, and in June last year, I passed the FC exams. Now, I would like to say some about my achievements. As a student of ŻAGLE High School, I was involved many times in a charity work, helping the Mary's Meals Foundation to raise funds to finance meals for people in need. In addition, during Christmas and Easter, I took part in visits to residents of social welfare homes in the neighborhood of our school. There we spent time with elderly people, often suffering from serious illnesses. Also, for many years, I was an active member of the scouting movement within the Scouts of Europe, starting from the Wolf stage to the Boy Scouts. And in the summer of 2023, I served as a deputy in my scout troop, commanding a group of 5 younger scouts. Also, I would like to say that for several years, I have been involved with the Orszak Trzech Króli Foundation. My involvement in the work of the foundation relates to the preparation one of the largest street nativity play in Poland, known as the Orszak Trzech Króli. At the same time, once a year, I participate in the preparation of the Youth Forum of Orszak Trzech Króli. This year, already the 5th edition of this forum was a meeting for over 100 young people from all over Poland. My organizational tasks include the coordination of meals and accommodation for forum participants. Now, I would like to turn to my future plans concerning the scholarship. I associate my academic and professional future with studying law or journalism. The choice of this, rather than other life paths, stems from my interests, hobbies, abilities, as well as the comprehensive preparation for adult life that I received in high school and during extracurricular activities. I am convinced that the offer of the Queen Hedvig Scholarship is not only fully in line with the process of strengthening my competences in various spheres, I mean intellectual, personal, and social, which has been going on for several years, but also will allow me to become an even better student and person, and then I will be able to influence and help others to a greater extent. I would love to go to Silicon Valley to experience growing new technologies, including artificial intelligence, and how they may influence my future work as a lawyer or journalist. I also hope to be inspired by innovative solutions relating to relationship building and human connection through meetings with representatives of the world's most important corporations. Going to Silicon Valley will also give me enough knowledge how to help people in my school and community. Thank you for very much for listening to my short presentation, and now I would like to answer your questions.
Thank you very much, Franek, for your presentation. It was brief. It was not presented on slides, but it was well structured, so I think we could get all of it. And I have 2 questions to you. My first question is about your personal development. You mentioned in your essay that personal development is very important for you. So you became a very complete general person. You have general broad knowledge, you have social competences. But if you were to call one field where you really feel most talented and most developed, which is your biggest passion today?
Thank you for your question. I think I'm the most developed in I think two areas. For example, the first one can be that I'm an authority for my younger schoolmates and friends, and they look up to me, and I try to live up to their expectations and to be some kind of a hero for them. And I think the second, my most talented area, I would like to say, it's sport. I really love basketball, as I mentioned in my essay and motivational letter. And I think that I'm playing as an amateur, but I am very good. And I'm often playing as a leader of my team. So it can be the answer like that.
Okay, so you seem a great team player, and tell me, and a leader perhaps, and let me understand the benefits for the people around you from the fact that you travel to Silicon Valley.
Yes, I think that this trip will help me to broaden my horizons and gain knowledge about the new technologies. And then after my come back to school, to my community, I will be ready to help my schoolmates and friends better, because undoubtedly Silicon Valley is a place well known and for their newest technologies. And also going there, I will be able to discover the newest knowledge, newest technology, and I will be ready after that trip to implement those ideas in my school area, in my community. So, yeah.
Thank you very much for the answers.
Okay, so you mentioned in the essay many projects in many fields. You mentioned some leadership, being an art authoress for people from your school. But how do you combine all these areas, and at the same time, which one, or maybe few of them, bring you the most, just the pure joy?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think that sometimes it's tricky and difficult to combine all of these things and to do it very well at the same time. But I think this time the pure joy gives me seeing like my friends or my younger mates are trying to just to behave like me or do same things, to work hard, because I often say to them that if you work hard, you will achieve all your goals you may dream about. It goes only in doing a hard work. So I think that seeing my friends who are achieving their goals they dreamed of, it's the most special for me, and I'm very pleased and when I see this. So yeah.
Okay. But do you have many other hobby than a sport, like the thing you do for your own?
Yes, of course. I think listening to music, of course, and apart from that, also I love to read books. I love to cook, as I mentioned, and I think my favorite activity, it's just to spend time with my friends, because I'm very sociable and talkative, and I like to tell some jokes. And yes, I love to spend time with my friends. It's the best what I can do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Franciszek, what do you consider your biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement, I think, two things.
No, one.
One thing.
The biggest
So-
is only one.
So I would like to choose passing my FC exam last year, because that was my 1 year's goal, and I was working hard through all the year, and I passed that exam, and I was very proud to
Okay.
do that.
And what is your biggest dream? Like, if there are no limits. If
No
you-
limits.
If
Okay.
you can achieve anything, I mean, you can be a Nobel Prize laureate. You can be, I don't know, a basketball player in the United States, or whatever. What is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream is, since my early childhood, my biggest dream is to play in the NBA and to have well-prospering family, and just
The biggest is the one. Which one you prefer? Sometimes you cannot reconcile being a professional basketball player and having a happy family.
I think so. If I have to choose between those two, I would go for having well-prospering family, because this is for me the most important.
What does it mean, well-prospering family?
To have many kids, to just to be successful, and to have well-prospering family, not have many problems, and can be just mentors for my friends and families.
Sure. And very last question. What do you consider the biggest scientific achievement in the last year? At any field, the biggest scientific achievement.
My scientific achievement,
No,
or
no. In the world.
in the world?
In America, in China. I'm not talking about Russia, but the biggest achievement.
Okay, I think I would go for maybe scientific achievement, which can be I don't know, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
Thank you very much. So now is the time for the feedback, Kamil.
Okay, so first of all, Franek, don't worry, the question was so difficult that I wouldn't know what to answer as well. So Radek, be aware. I think you are the master of socializing here in this group, but I think it's also important to have a focus in your life. And you've been asked a question about your favorite something or your best point 3 times. I asked once, and Radek twice pushed you to pick one, because in answering my question, you picked 2 options as well, having a question about one. So I think having a focus in your life and knowing exactly where you go is very important, even though it is very difficult at the age of 18. So I keep my fingers crossed that you find the one thing that really attracts your attention. And good luck in the further process. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think the same as a Camille. You've got many passions. I think you've got many hobbies, as you said. Just to remember to maybe be more specialized. Maybe just stick with something and develop in this area more. To know in which field you're really good at. Because I think you've got those first steps to be a great leader. I think you've got it because you're very social person. But maybe more hard fields you could focus on to be just more successful later.
Okay, thank you very much.
Franciszek, thank you very much for your presentation. It was very good. You presented yourself very well. Your problem is that you compete with many excellent students from Poland, Lithuania, Latvia. So you need to show yourself as the best candidate who is going to the Silicon Valley. If I could advise you something, stop dreaming about MBA. The chances that you will be the second Michael Jordan are very small unless you are 7 feet tall. But you don't need to be such a successful basketball player. You need to be a successful man. The family is very important. Maybe you could work more on some scientific topics, because if you want to be really successful in your life, you must be very strong, very good in something. So something, not 5 topics, but this particular one. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
And I hope we see each other in the Silicon Valley. However, there is the third stage of eliminations. Don't forget about it. You will know results in about 2 months. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. See you.
See you. Bye.